I'm going to give you a quick overview of an activity that I want you to do with your staff called approachability statements. The reason why I believe this is so crucial is because when we are living and working together, inevitably we're going to have to give people feedback. And I think sometimes the feedback can cause conflict. And if we really know how we want to receive it, it's going to go significantly easier. So here's what we're going to do. I want your staff team to fill out approachability statements. I want you to share everyone's approachability statements verbally as a group. And then I want them to go into a binder so that, 3 weeks down the road, when Diana needs to tell Lee that her showers are taking too long and they're late to get to the dining hall every day, she can go to the binder and find out how Lee wants to be approached. If we approach Lee in the right way, there is a potential that things are going to go much smoother and conflict won't arise. But if we approach Lee in a way that she doesn't want, it can go kind of poorly. So here's what I need you to do. You're going to have your worksheet or just a piece of paper. The first sentence is, when you need to say something hard to me, please. And then I need you to really think critically, like, what is it that you need? Do you need direct statements? And do you need it to be quick and like get out of there? Do you need directness with evidence? Maybe you don't believe someone until they can say like, yeah, 5 times in a row, we've been late for the dining hall and you've always been in the shower before. And then the person's like, yeah, okay, I get that. There are some people like me who need some softness around it because getting feedback can feel kind of harsh. And so I want to know some nice things that you've noticed about me first before you get to the thing that you think I need to work on. Some people need a start and an end with some softness. Okay, so just think about what do I need and how do I need it communicated to me? The next thing you need to think about, or you need to share, the next statement is, I will react by, and then I want you to write down how you will react when someone gives you feedback in the way that you want. Now, I had a counselor when I was a senior staff member who said, like, I need it soft and I will react by crying the whole way through. I just thought, oh my gosh, okay, like, is there no way we can get around this? And she said no. And so when I had to give her some hard feedback and she started crying, I was like, oh, like, I just know that this is what's going to happen. And so it made it significantly calmer for everyone. I didn't over apologize. I didn't stop saying it. She even said in her statement, like, I will cry. Keep telling me what I need to hear. The next thing is, I will need. And then I want you to say what you're going to need after that meeting. Some of you will say, I will need nothing. I'm fine at getting feedback. This counselor who cried a lot said, I will need to get 30 minutes off. I will need to go call my mother. And so she did. She went and called her mom and she was able to come back. Now, I want you to be mindful, especially for those of you that feedback is hard. You need to remember that you have to reintegrate yourself back into your cabin group or into your whatever, the waterfront or wherever you are. So you can't get a day off after you get feedback. So really start thinking, what are the things that I can do to regulate my nervous system when something hard has happened? And I want you to state those things so that your co-counselors can help you. Now, you should know that what you write down today might change because maybe you'll receive feedback in the way that you thought you wanted it and it wouldn't go well. And so you're going to go back to that sheet and cross it out and try something different. You might also receive feedback in the way that you want it, and your reaction is not what you thought it would be. You thought you would be graceful, and instead you got defensive. And so you're going to, go back and cross it out and say, well, I will react by being defensive. Once you're done writing it all out, I want the whole group to share their approachability statement. Again, I want it in a binder and I want it somewhere where everyone can access it. So that if a boss needs to talk to, a counselor, they can access it. But also if a counselor needs to talk to a counselor about something going on, they can also access it. If you don't potentially have the handout and you would like it, please go to the QR code or go to my website and just send me an email and I will send you the PDF your way. Good luck with this. I literally worked at camps without approachability statements and with, and the ones with had significantly less conflict. So get going on this, and hopefully it works as well as it did for me.